Hello, my name is Meerah, and I'm a Lorekeeper in one of Yogg-Sothoth's libraries, and today I wanted to tell you the story of the Corsair class from Black Desert. The Corsair was born to the head of the Crow Merchants Guild, Patricio, and a mermaid. Apparently the story of the mermaid who fell in love with a human and left the sea is one that's told amongst pirate crews the ocean over. Patricio tells stories to Corsair about how her mother's dream whales didn't like him at all, and they would always make horrible noises when they saw him. He thinks that they blamed him for stealing her away from the sea, and apparently Corsair's mom just found that amusing. Sadly, her mother would pass away shortly after she was born. Corsair claims that she never really took after her father, but she loved him and he loved her, and they were a happy family for the most part. She traveled with him everywhere that he went to sell his wares, and she was always very well protected by either her father or his hired hands. She'd often sneak out to go fight sea monsters, and anytime one was a little too much trouble for her, someone would always show up to save her. He had planned to send her to the Holy College of Calpheon once she was old enough so that she could hopefully marry into one of the aristocratic families and have a comfortable life. But Corsair didn't want that, so she ran away to adventure on the high seas alone. After leaving the Crow's Nest, Corsair came across a band of otter pirates called the Slippery Scallywags and saw them getting their asses kicked by another group of pirates. However, she noticed how earnest and loving the otters were for one another and their fellow crewmates, and so she decided she wanted to be their captain. And so that's what she did. Together, she and her crew used a treasure map that she stole from her father's hoard to find the Meerah, or Mermaid's Heart, a gem that allows the user to control the waters of the sea. Little did she know that this gem was related to her mother and a massacre of mermaids. After that massacre, the remaining mermaids that survived went into hiding, aside from Corsair, of course, since she was living with her human father. However, once it was discovered that she was the last known mermaid, it put her in grave danger, as you would imagine. However, after a time, Corsair decided to disband her crew and go ashore, and somewhere in that process she lost her memories. But her loyal crewmates kept her memories alive, and when they heard word that she might be in danger, they came ashore to look for her and to warn her. To prove that they were really who they said they were, they each share a memory with Corsair, and one of which refers to her ability to turn into a mermaid, which is something that only they would know. In Corsair's Secession and Awakening questlines, you meet your old crewmates, and you help a trio of otters that are being blackmailed to kidnap you by defeating the enemy pirate crew that's blackmailing them. You accept that trio into your own crew after everything is over, and then you go to see your father, who also gives you another otter for your crew, this one being a special otter that his people raised themselves, and he trusts the otter to personally protect you because you'll always be his little girl, and he doesn't really want to stand in your way, but he worries about you and wants to know that you're safe. Patricio really does care about his kid. It's very sweet. And that's pretty much it. Corsair rides off into the sunset with her happy otter friends, and that's the story. Her lore is one of my favorites in the entire game, and if I'm honest, I don't really feel like my retelling does it justice. So, if you haven't made a Corsair yet, please do, and please play her Awakening and Secession questlines, because it is really such a cool story, and I feel like I'm just not doing it justice, and I apologize for that. I am trying. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for watching. Also, thank you, as always, to my supporters who make my content possible. If you would like to support the channel, you can do so by becoming a member on Ko-fi or a subscriber on Twitch. I hope that you guys have a lovely rest of your week. Don't work too hard, get some rest, stay warm, all that good stuff. And I hope to see you next time here in the library.